Hello and welcome again to another edition of Sports Update Ghana with me, Joseph Adamafiu. And today I'm here with the guys from Sahara Football. On my left here is Clinton and on my right side is Salasi. And we're about to talk about the Black Stars game against Zimbabwe. So the Black Stars defeated the Zimbabwean side by 3-1 yesterday at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. And Coach Milovan Rajavac's boys did so well and they won the match convincingly. And we are here to talk about the 5 things we learned from the game, starting with Mohammed Kudus. Mohammed Kudus, for me, I think he had a superb game and he did so well. Let me start with Clinton. Clinton, what do you think?
Well, I think Mohammed Kudus had a very good game. I think he's very talented for his age. I think he knows what to do at the right time, when to pass, hold the ball, when to release the ball, when to run back to help the defense in counter-attack, and how to when to pass the ball forward and all that. I think he will get better with time. I think we should just be patient with him. And it doesn't mean we'll be scoring in every game because he's put out good performance against Zimbabwe. Doesn't mean he's going to score in the next game. We should just be patient. He's too young and he has a lot of potential. So I think he had a very, very good game. The man of the match. Yes.
For you, he's the man of the match. What about you? What do you think about his performance yesterday?
I think one word for Mohammed Kudus is quality. It was pure quality and class. He showed he's an Ajax player. He showed he has quality training. He showed that he's a great man on the pitch, and he was playing like a mature player, a player who has been doing this for years. And I think he will only get better with time. He's still young, and he's averaging almost a goal and assist every game he plays for the Black Stars. I think this guy, he was what we were missing versus South Africa that we lost. Well, we were missing versus Ethiopia that we played badly but still won. He was the missing one along with Partey, in my opinion, and my man of the match as well. Yeah.
So moving on, the second thing that got my attention was the defensive lineup. I didn't like the fact that Amati was put on the right side, and for the center backs, that's Jonathan Mensah and Alexander Jiku. I didn't like the pairing, and for me, I thought that was one of the reasons why we considered that penalty. What do you make of Alexander Jiku and Jonathan Mensah's pairing?
Well, I think no matter how good you are, if you are paired with the wrong person or wrong defender, it's going to cause problems for you. It's going to reduce your quality. Sometimes you expect your partner to cover some plays or expect them to make some runs and they don't, because you don't understand each other fully, and it make you look like a bad defender, and that's what happened to Alexander Jiku. I think Jonathan Mensah has to create a partnership and try to make it work, because so far it's not working, and I think the best partnership is Daniel Amati and Jiku and the centre back. So I think it's too early to still. I think they can still improve and get better. So I think so far so good. They can just get better. That's all I can say.
So last, what about you? I think Rajavac wants this to work. What do you think?
I think this just goes to show that Philemon Bafo's call-up into the Black Stars is not needed. I think Rajavac has seen something in training that has told him that the young man cannot cut it in this Black Stars team, but yet he keeps getting called up. And I think for the November friendlies, we might not see him again. And I think that partnership with Jiku and Jonathan Mensah did not work well versus South Africa. Yesterday almost cost us once again. I don't think we should be seeing this. Harrison Affo is there with MLS side, a Columbus crew. He should be called up and allowed to join the Black Stars next time. I think we'll play that same thing again versus Zimbabwe, because there are very little options in those positions. But I was not happy with that partnership. It looked shaky for me, and against a much better side, we could be punished. But we got through with it, and I think we'll try it again on Tuesday. I hope the coach does the homework for the next international games, the last 2 games in November, and we'll see how it goes from there.
For me, I think the communication has to be better, and they have to know who goes in for this attacker and when to go in for a header when there is crossing and all that. But moving on, let's talk about Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew, yesterday if you were at the stadium or yesterday if you watched the match, you realize that most of the fans were not excited about his performance. Then again, he failed to score, but he contributed to a goal. He got an assist in the game. Clinton, let me start with you again on Jordan Ayew.
Well, I know everyone is talking about Jordan Ayew. Crystal Palace coach knows that Jordan Ayew is valuable because if you look at the statistics, as people have been saying online, he helps the defense, yes, but Ghanaians, they don't care about that. They need goals, and if he can't get goals, everyone will talk about it. I think if Jordan Ayew is to continue playing for Ghana, like to start games, I think he should be given a role. Maybe the last man, the one that collects the ball and links attack. Because if he comes back to get the ball, he takes too much time to make his decisions. Sometimes they collect the ball from him and counter-attack is initiated. So I think Jordan Ayew should be managed properly if Ghana wants to, use him in every game, just the way Crystal Palace are playing. Maybe at the wings, helping with defense and all that. But I don't think goals. I think goals, if it's goals there, Jordan Ayew, I don't think he can get some anytime soon.
Salasi, what do you think?
I think Jordan is a man who brings up mixed feelings, especially yesterday. On the one hand, he started well. He was holding up nicely. On the other, he provided an assist. Then it got to the time in the match where it was frustrating to watch how he was contributing to the game. He's a man obviously not in form at the moment. He's not scoring goals, but most people say he's not an out-and-out striker. But he has been given that position with the Black Stars especially, and he's not delivering on that front. So you not fault anyone for criticizing him for that. So Jordan is someone who needs to get his mojo back. Yeah, he was scoring goals for Crystal Palace for fun, highest goal scorer, goal of the season, player of the season, all those accolades, and we thought, yeah, we have found our replacement for, not that anyone can replace Asamoah Gyan, but we found someone in the mold who could cater for Asamoah Gyan's goals. But a few seasons later, we noticed that Jordan is not putting in the work or the goals we want from him. I think we still have to be patient with him, but I don't think he will or should start the next game. Maybe he'll come in as a substitute. And I think Benjamin Tete did enough for me to start him in the next game versus Zimbabwe. He showed promise. He could have rounded it off with a goal. But Jordan, I think patience is running out with him and the Black Stars and not scoring goals. So in the next game, he shouldn't start, in my opinion.
For me, I think watching yesterday's game, I felt he lacked some form of confidence, and the complacency was too much. Sometimes when the passes were not coming his way, he would complain and all that. But I realized that when he was substituted, Benjamin Tete also came on and did so well. But let's talk about Coach Milovan's attacking style. I like the fact that he decided to bring on some youngsters, the likes of Fatal Isahaku and the likes of Kamaldeen Sulemana on the flanks were superb for me. I think the 4-3-3 approach was good, but the fact that we had Jordan over there, I feel like we should get a young striker that should gel with the likes of Kamaldeen and Isahaku. What do you make of the coach's attacking style?
Well, I think his brilliance, because before that game he would have made some research to find out what the previous coach was playing and the kind of players he had. So he must have found out that they were playing defensive game, and he said, let me field in these attacking players because of the friendly game they played 8-0, and he knew that Ghana has a lot of attacking players. So I think that he knew that if he fields attacking player, even if Ghana played 1-1 yesterday, people say, oh, okay, it's a process. We saw plenty attacking run and we're just unlucky. Do you understand what I mean? Because if you are playing defensive game, you say, oh, we didn't even have any chance, we didn't have any shots on target. But for the fact that he used an attacking lineup, it shows Ghanaians that we have players that can actually attack and cause problems to the opponent or any other team. So I think he's brilliant with his selections, and luckily he paid off. So I think it was very good.
Sure. Salah?
Milo has, over the years, since especially from his first stint with the Black Stars, shown us that he's someone who gives youth a chance. And with youth comes energy. With energy comes peace. So the Black Stars team was pacey and lively yesterday because he allowed the youth in the team. Yes, getting to the end of the game, some of them tired and others couldn't manage the game well because they are youth and they want to show their exuberance. Sometimes they overdo it. but he's one that will not shy away from giving players who are youthful and who show good works in training the opportunity. You realize in 2010 we had a relatively young side that went to the AFCON. No one fancied us. In fact, we lost our very first game in the AFCON group stage and went on to win the other two before we progressed to the other stages and ultimately to the final, which we lost to eventual champions Egypt. But it was a side that was relatively unknown. The same side went to the World Cup and impressed. So Melo is a man who will give youth a chance, and with youth there will be some mistakes therein, but also you'll get some reward of a lively performance and a super attacking one. And I think yesterday we all saw what happened with the Black Stars, and we're all excited about how pacey and energetic, especially Fatau and Kamaldeen were. And it's something that will be a feature of Melo's team, and I'm sure of that. Yeah, so I liked it. It was good.
I also enjoyed the game when it came to attack and all that. But we can't leave here without talking about the debutant, that's Juju Woolacott. Depending on what you want to call his name, don't know whether it's Woolacott or Walcott. But Selassie was very, very much excited about his performance because he's one of the people who criticized the inclusion of a player who wasn't playing in the top tier of the English league. What do you make of his performance?
Well, I'll be the first to say that I got this one wrong because I was doubting where's this guy from? How do we have scouts all the way looking at players in Swindon Town? How did they do it? I've never heard of him. And looking at a few of his clips after hearing of his call up, I think I got this one wrong. I should have known that they know their work better. They've got a guy who is solid, looks solid. I was worried about Tizigi playing because he has not been in good form. Walcott has been in good form. For Swindon Town, it doesn't matter the club you play. You need to get, first of all, playing time, be consistent, and put up good performances. It's all about opportunity for some players. Probably he hasn't gotten the opportunity to play in a big side, which is why I've not heard of him so much, and which is why he's a relatively unknown person. But the scouting team did a good job here, and they got the man who could do it for us yesterday. He kept us in the game after Zimbabwe had equalized from the spot, saving a chance before eventually Partey got the second goal and Andre the third goal. So I think Walcott's inclusion in this team was important. He's a debutant. He improved us a lot, especially in the goalkeeping position with the absence of Ofori. I think he is here to stay. Should he keep up these performances, he will be here to stay. Yeah.
This means that our goalkeeping department is going to be very competitive. The likes of Richard Ofori over there. We also have Juju Woolacott. We also have the likes of other local goalkeepers. But well, yesterday he conceded one goal, but managed to make some fantastic saves. What do you make of his performance?
Well, I'll just say it was good. I didn't expect him to start because when I saw him lineup, I was like, okay, maybe they saw something we didn't see. Then as for the other goalkeepers, we've been trying several goalkeepers and all that. And yesterday, people were impressed with him. And it would make sense to continue playing him because if Ghanaians approve of a player and you continue playing that player, it's all good for you, good news for you and good news for the player himself. So I think he just has to be very, very patient. Even if they just decide to say, okay, let's switch and bring another goalkeeper and all that. He just has to be hardworking and shouldn't let it get to his head. The way he's playing for his club that got him this call up, should continue doing that and improve himself. Because some competitions we always get stories of this player that won the best goalkeeper, best youngsters, the players from the lower league and all that. There's like miracle stories and all that. I think he's the kind of player that can, we can take to a competition and we just stand up and say, oh, where's that guy playing? They say he's playing Division 2 and he'll be surprised to everyone. So I think he has what it takes to, play for Ghana and make history and win stuff for Ghana. So all good. It was a very good performance from him from here.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. This is where we draw down the curtain for today's edition of Sports Update Ghana. I did this with Selassie and Clinton from Sahara Football. Why do I keep saying Sahara Sport? Yeah, so subscribe to their channel. It's Sahara Football and subscribe to my channel as well. My name is Joseph Adamafiu. Thanks for watching.